It's disaster at Paradise as it's Celtic 1, Kilmarnock 1, Watson what? As Stone Cold used to say, but holy moly, Celtic have dropped big points at home here. Absolutely insane end to the game. Absolutely incredible. But to say the least, did this deserve to happen? Did were Killie worth their point? As we're in the dying seconds, man. Well, I mean, it's not over yet. I say they've dropped points, they might not yet, but there could be egg on Fog Football's face. But you know, I'm a confident man. And Celtic, my friends, have. You know what? I think they were better today than what they have been on previous occasions, Celtic. But at the end of the day, you know, it's no good enough from them. I think they did create more, but we can't sit here and pretend that Killie didn't. Now they're checking a foul on the goal, which would be an absolute disaster, to say the least. Would be an absolute catastrophe. But I believe it's counted, so I mean there's no foul in that. There's no foul in that for Killie. Come on, there's no foul. Referee, cheaters, not a chance. Not a chance. It's not a chance. So yeah, I mean the goal stood. So I mean honestly, I don't even know what to talk about flabbergasted. I thought they were going to disallow the goal, but yeah. So there was early Killie pressure. I mean, I think Joe Hart was making good saves all game, but I mean Killie weren't really creating these like clear cut opportunities. Celtic, you know, they were missing quite a few chances. There was like Danny Armstrong in the second half missing an open net chance. So, I mean, that was quite crucial for Celtic to hang on to that at that point. But, I mean, let's just go back to the first half and talk about it, shall we? Because in the first half, there was a shout of handball for a Palmer shot. I mean, his hand's in his body, right? Never, ever in a month of Sundays is this a handball, right? So Celtic fans can cry, but at the end of the day, you're never going to get this. Palmer then missed a pretty good opportunity. I think he missed quite a lot of opportunities today. Liam Donnelly goes down injured, nothing in this. I thought he was going to get subbed off, but he didn't. Continue on. And then Celtic do get their goal. I mean, it was a pretty good ball for Anthony Ralston to make it 1-0. Kyogo ball for Ralston into Kyogo, heads it. Goalie's got pretty much no chance, man. The amount of time and on this, it was an absolute disaster class, to say the least, from a Killie point of view. But from Celtic, well-timed run, great ball for Anthony Ralston, and then Donnelly. After this, he's got a header save. But again, like I say, I mean, I think pretty much all the the Killie chances against Joe Hart were pretty much straight at Joe Hart. We then get a ball whipped into the box. Ida completely misjudges his header. It falls to Calmack. Instead of just putting his laces through it, he just toe pokes it. Continues his pretty mediocre season. That could have very easily made it 2-0. O'Reilly then has like one shot, comes back to him, has another shot, saved. And that's crucial because all those chances that Celtic had at the back end of the second half could have very easily have been, a disaster there. But as I'm recording it, guys, it is half-time in terms of the match recap, but it's full-time in terms of real-life. Celtic have dropped points, and there you go, it's confirmed. Absolutely lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. It's up to Rangers. It's up to the Rangers tomorrow. It is absolutely up to Rangers tomorrow to decide what is going to happen. I was more thinking about in terms of, all right, it's 1-0, we can probably hope to leapfrog them, but they've blown it, and we may as well talk about the second half. So, I mean, I thought pretty much a couple of seconds in to the first half, the start of the second half, right, you've got a chance for Killie, it's whipped in, Joe Hart could have just caught it, right? Could have just caught it. He didn't. He's nowhere near it. Well, he's near it, but like there's no one near him. And it's like, Joe, what are you doing? Joe, what are you doing, son? Could have caught the ball. Doesn't catch the ball. Punches it. And it's like, the guy's made decent saves in this game of football, right? I'm not going to take it away from him. I mean, I've spent like the opening 5 minutes here discussing about the fact that he has made decent saves. But like I say, could just catch this. But this is a goalkeeper that's just not confident in his own abilities, man. There's no one around him. I think when even there's players around you, man, goalies should be saving it. But they're not saving this. It's an absolute disaster for Joe Hart. Then straight after he makes a good save. But this, would worry me about if I was a Celtic fan about Joe Hart. Now, obviously, there is a lot of people that, are crazy about Joe Hart. They would take him out on a Valentine's date, so to speak. I've heard certain people here on YouTube say that. But anyway, then the ball comes whipped down, back post for Killie. Danny Armstrong blazes over. We see Paulo Bernardo come on. Oh, come on. Celtic's lost quite a few of their heavy hitters. Second game in a row, they've tried the new 4-4-1-1 with Kyogo in behind Ida. I mean, I guess you could say for the most part, it worked in a sense because Kyogo got the goal, but they needed to build on it. Didn't take their chances. Danny Armstrong, though, ball whipped in to the back post. He should score. He really should, but he puts it completely and utterly mishits it, guys. Absolute catastrophe at the back here from a Celtic point of view. But I mean, you can even argue from a forward point of view, it's even a big disaster in that regard, as all the smug Twitter memes are coming through. Oh, hell yeah. Strap yourselves in for this video, guys, because I mean, even though it's just started, man, it's getting pretty mental. It's getting pretty mental. The mighty Killie are absolutely... I'm loving life, man. Killie laying the smack down. They have a bunch more chances after this, Killie. So does Celtic, but, you know, they're not... They didn't do enough to close this game off, and you know, we've been critical of Rangers on this. I mean, you obviously had the Ross County game there midweek where they had 43 chances, but Celtic have got the players with the finishing ability. You know, they do. Like Kyogo, albeit not been up to standard this season. I mean, he's like the best striker in the league. He is, hands down. I think it's close between him, Shankland, and, you know, I'll throw in Mayoski, sure, throw him a wee sympathy vote. Quite frankly, I don't give a damn. The Celtics' point of view, but then Killie get the chance, ball whipped in at the back post, and no one around Watson. And seriously, I mean, Celtic, I mean, they're under the cosh here. It's whipped in for Murray, and they're talking about a push. There's hee-haw in this, right? It would have been the cheap if they disallowed this, man. I would have been talking corruption, that's for sure. And 1-1. Killie did have a chance to make it 2-1 at the end. They didn't. I mean, to talk about the penalty instance in the first half now, here, before anyone goes, you're only saying that because Celtic dropped points and the penalty wouldn't have mattered for Killie. I don't think it was a penalty, to be perfectly honest. So the ball gets whipped in. Welsh, I think he gets to the ball first. Now, when I was watching it, they only shown like the live angle, then they cut back to one replay. To me, it looks like there's nothing in it. I don't think it's a penalty. And here, I'd love to see Killie get a penalty against Celtic. So there's no reason for me to turn around and suggest otherwise. Troops, let's call a spade here. But they didn't give it. For me, I don't think VAR massively got that wrong, if I'm being perfectly honest. So it's a good day. Yes, it is. For Rangers Football Club, it's a good day if you want Rangers to win the league. It's a good day if you don't want a title fight, because I think Rangers are going to steam clear. But in terms of the league table at the top, Celtic do extend their gap to 1 point, but Rangers have got a game in hand, and how great was that, man? Celtic drawn yet again. Can't wait for them all to start greeting. Look, you want to see Fog Football, you want to see Celtic fans react, then you stay tuned here on the channel, because you're going to see it. You're going to see Brenda greeting, you're going to see barriers, you're going to see everything left, right and centre on this channel. But I mean, all in all, I mean, it was a pretty entertaining game. I thought it was, I mean, I'd probably say it was about 60-40 in favour of Celtic. I mean, Killie hit the counter really well. I thought Van Veen changed the game for them. But again, it's like, I've watched more or less, I mean, I watch most of the Celtic games, you know, it is the job here on this channel. I mean, against Ross County, should have got a point easily. In most games you watch Celtic, man, it seems to be at home. I think they play better away. Apart from the Hibs game where they were, and Aberdeen where they were, I mean, they were good for 45 minutes, but then the second 45 minutes they should have lost both the games. But Celtic are just on a downward spiral. They are nothing else can really be said about what's happening to Celtic. They're in a rut and they just can't seem to get out of it. Like, yeah, they beat St Mirren there 2-0 and it looks like they half turned the corner, but it's like they just run out of puff in the second half. Like, it looks like a team that's mentally and physically tired for me. They look knackered, so to speak. And I think once that happens to a team, you know, it's good night. Now, I'm not suggesting for a second that Well, I mean, could it be the effect, the Ange aftermath? I mean, I'm not going to say it's the Ange aftermath, like he's wrecked them. I mean, these are professional footballers at the end of the day, but I think you just watch Celtic and they've just slowed up under Rodgers. They have, man. Like, I think that's a reason why they play better in the first half, and it gets to the second half they just play pish. But for me, I think a draw was the fair result in this game. I think both teams absolutely did enough to win it, but did either do enough to lose it? Probably not. I mean, Joe Hart made a bunch of saves in this game. I don't think he made any miraculous saves, right? But at the same time, I still think he did a good job. But anyway, guys, that is where we're going to leave it. I'm going to be back very soon with some fan reaction to this. We're going to go on Twitter and see the best takes. But aye, till next time. It's getting pretty warm in Glasgow these days. Can see the tomorrow. It's going to be +2. Till next time. Peace.